Hello, and welcome back to Fate Extra CCC. Today we're gonna go ahead and start with Chapter 4, probably one of my favorite chapter for this game. It made me absolutely appreciate Jinako uh, a lot, and yeah, I really like this chapter. You're gonna see why in a little bit. Without anything else, let's get started, shall we?
女の話をしよう。肥大化した自我は女の人生を食いつぶした。誰だろうと夢を見る自由はある。理想の自分、理想の快楽、理想の未来。理想の他人、理想の恋人、理想の別離。誰だろうと安い夢を見る自由はある。だが、その大半は悪い夢だ。
I wake from to a familiar ringing. This is my room. Maybe I'm still half asleep, but I can't clearly recall what happened. We passionate went further into a deeper layer, and then we ran into a new sentinel. Jinako Karagiri was caught by Bibi, and now she's our new enemy. So that's what happened. Bibi caught Jinako, and ended up turning her into a new labyrinth core. Seems that after I returned to this old school, I fell asleep out of fatigue from the fight with Lip. I wonder how long I've been asleep. Why not? It's been about 1 day. The student council room must be in operation now, too. Our rest is over. Let's go, Praetor. I urged on by Saber rush to get ready. Though we have to deal with Jinako, there is also the matter of how recovered the memory data. Let's hurry to the student council room. Alright, so there's not actually much to collect in this chapter, all things considered. There's some new outfits, and another Kiara SG, but other than that, there's not much. Right there, do you recall anything about me? I see. No, I'm sorry, I'm the one who told you not to fret over it. It was an asinine question, forget it. We can take a look at the information matrix about her. So let's go. Brynhild de Romagna. Noble Phantasm that BB granted this alter ego. This noble phantasm strikes with more accuracy and damage the deeper her love towards her target is. Even if it's utterly one-sided, she will never let her loved one escape. The servant it was made for was Valkyrie Brynhilder, from the Volsunga saga. It is the spear of love and hatred she wielded to get revenge on her husband, Sigurd, who betrayed and wounded her honor. Strictly speaking, it's not the spear itself, but the deep love and hatred Brynhilder felt for Sigurd, taking the shape of a spear. The Volsunga saga, the fearless hero Sigurd or Siegfried, depending on the version, takes Brynhilder, who lay asleep with in a ring of fire, as his wife. But afterwards, Sigurd betrays her, presenting her as his brother-in-law's wife. At first, Brynhilder believes that Sigurd has gotten drunk, leading him to lose his memories, and so accept these events as an immutable fate. However, she learned that Sigurd has already regained his memories by then. In the end, Brynhilder conspired to kill the man she loved the most in the entire world, and willingly took her own life in order to follow him. Composite Divinity. Alter egos are high servants created as a composite amalgamation of heroic spirits. BB accepted the Moon Self-Servant accessed the Moon Self-Servant archives, chose the goddesses compatible with each ego, and reproduced the data. Alter egos came into existence as composite goddesses. Ashlip is made up of 3 goddesses. At first is the goddess of beauty from Hindu mythology, Parvati, the goddess who loved her husband, the god of destruction, Shiva, with blind devotion. Second is the goddess of war, Durga. Considered the fastest of Parvati, Durga possesses 10 weapons given to her as divine gifts. Passion Lips, giant claws are an incarnation of those 10 swords. Makes sense, 10 fingers, 10 swords, right? The third is the goddess of war from Scandinavia, Brynhilder. Unable to join with the hero she loved, this queen called forth destruction in her sorrow. In Wagner's opera, she was rendered as Brunhilde, who appears as a Valkyrie, war maiden, that escorts the souls of the departed to Valhalla. It goes without saying that this work depicts a tragedy where she despaired over love and killed her own beloved. Finally, the end of love and hate. The end of love and hate. An ego born from BB's desire to court in love and hate, the kind of alluring innocent girl that men can't help but lust for. The cause in her hands embody her desire to protect herself from being an easy target for men. Attracted to Haku no Kishinami for a certain reason, after speaking in the labyrinth, her attraction only grew. She wished to be close, to touch, to talk to them, but due to her personality, those wishes could never be granted, not even once. I want to talk, but for some reason they're scared of me, so I can't talk to them. I want to be close, but for some reason they run from me, so I can't be close. I want to love, but they don't seem to like me, so I can't be loved. Her love grew deeper from that dilemma, but because of Haku no Kishinami's rejection, left her to sorrow. Unable to bear those feelings, by seeing the cause of them as an enemy, someone to be hated, she's just barely able to keep her heart from breaking. The action of her heart faced with the reality that it couldn't take while sane, that is, the rampage akin to insanity. The only one she loved in this entire world gave her a single kindness. Passion Lips still will continue to cherish that miracle for all eternity, even if despair great enough to crush her heart is all that awaits for her afterwards. And yeah, that's pretty much all we can do. I only have 4 Passion Lip right now. The CCC route gets just a little bit more, slightly more screen time with her, but nothing we can do right now. So yeah, let's keep going, shall we? And hold on a second, let me just... There you go, I think that's okay. Let's go then. Let's go, shall we? This girl dreams too much about President Leo. Now it looks like she started having dangerous delusions about him. I'm fine just watching a person I admire from afar. It's alright, I don't think she'll actually do anything risky, probably. Alright, what's her delusions level at? Alright, I'll have to change my approach. What if I hit him from an angle of a flirty bookworm type of girl? After school, in an empty classroom, I'll pin him down, be aggressive, that sort of thing. Gather ye rosebuds while ye away, and if I'm going to do so, I need to do some more research and find out what times President Leo is alone. Wonderful. Anyone just like stay indoors and not diet? Personally, I keep that sort of thing in check. Yep, it's true. Once you abandon your womanhood, it's all over for you. Huh? You're going to clear the labyrinth soon? Really? No lie? Huh. You can go if you want to. We won't be leaving. Going back to the Holy Grail just means we'll get deleted. It's all good, it's all good. If you take down BB for us, it'll feel like the student council will have done its part. Hey Shinji, he's not here. Huh? You want to know what I'm doing? I'm studying ahead of the lesson plan, preparing for college entrance exams. Not this is exactly the best time for it, but ultimately it's all I can do. Thinking back, the Holy Grail was great. The humans weren't too happy with me being so repetitious, but I had my place there. Now I'm just a ghost with no guts to escape and no goal to fight for. I really envy Sakura. Ah, Chinami, listen to this. Do you know Father Kotomine? He says peeps without sacrament are no customers of his. I don't have any dang sacrament. These wads of bills are just scraps of paper now. How fearsome BB is. She went straight to suppressing the circulation of money. She knows what it takes to rule the people. Someone like that must never give him power. Please do your best to get rid of her. Alright, and other than that, there's this girl. During a conversation, do you use the triangle button? You can skip for conversations, but it's possible that you might miss some important information. In that case, with the square button, the log appears. Go ahead and try it out. Yep, there it is. Oh, by the way, the start button is different from the triangle button. It will call a conversation when you press it again. How useful. If you didn't use the triangle button to skip over me, I'd be grateful. There's a rumor that Miss Fujimura is actually packing some huge no way. If it were true, my radar would be going off. It's It's bothering me though. Yeah, I guess I gotta do a little research. Sounds like duty for class for the Big Titty Verdict Committee. Buddy, I'll slap you across your bald head. Come on, my guy. We got the sunset, dude. There's a lot less people in the building now, huh? You better go home too while there's still lights out. Maybe I'll get going soon too. There's still the dating couple here. What's up with you two? He invited me to an aquarium for first date. You know what? It's not a bad choice, is it? It took 180 sessions to get to this, though. I wish he could have been quicker on the uptake. There's also the issue of what to do after the aquarium. This guy's going off the cuff, is he? No, he couldn't be, right? Did you know that aquariums are typical for first dates? Picking dark places really is critical, I guess. After the aquarium, we can have a lavish dinner at the restaurant while we can see the ocean. Maybe it's still a bit early for that. Is there any real point in what the student council does? No offense intended, I'm just talking in terms of being able to defeat BB. To me, it's just plain reckless to try. Also, you've noticed it already, right? If BB ignores us, all she cares about is modding herself. If that's so, then if she's leaving as B now, maybe we'll get scot-free? A sense of helplessness is spreading among the administration of NPCs. It's shameful to say, but now we are even talked about whenever to restrain and free Sakura, being the same model as BB and all. We're acting like humans with all this nasty self-contradiction. No, I'm sorry, I wasn't criticizing you guys. So, BB made a new Sentinel, and with that, the alter egos report just keeps expanding. We also want to come up with some ways to counter BB, but we just don't have enough power to even put together. I'll give you an example, using your levels. But at the same time it takes me to gain 1 level, BB gains 10. The gap will only get wider and wider. To be honest, if BB were to attack us as administrative NPCs, we drop like flies. Another master is being used, I hear. But it's only women that can be made into labyrinths. Then this is Yen, isn't it? Soon will we get to the near side, yeah? We made a student council, so he'll step up and get us out of this mess, yeah? Still, it's a bit of a shame. I wanted to get a look at one of these alter egos. See, that's the sort of thing it is. Alright, we still have to go downstairs, talk to and get ourselves the check out the outfits we got. Hello there, customer. I have Alright, never mind, he's talking. Here, new goods have arrived. I wonder what. If it's good, then I want to buy it.
今回はサーバント用の衣装を入荷してみました。細かい小物では私も張り合いがないのでね。さくら君に無理を言って厳重に保管されていたレースを仕入れたのだよ。画面には映らなかったが、アクションムービー並みの活躍をしてきた。この値段には私の労働費と治療費も含まれている。いい商品というものは必要経費がかかるものだ。遠慮のない散財に。
Let's take a look. Yeah, it's the stockings and the crimson modern clothes. They are expensive as all hell. You basically just need to grind a bit, or maybe just sell. I'm gonna go ahead and sell. What do you even sell here? The premium roll cakes, why not? And then maybe. Nah, I'm not gonna sell the elixir, that's crazy talk. I'm gonna sell the remedies, it's pretty much not all that useful. I don't really have much. Mario, somewhat useful. Yeah, we have to basically grind out a little bit right now. Yeah, not sell, I want to buy. There we go. It's we're not even close. It's 150k for the stockings and 25k for the modern clothes. Yeah, we'll get that one after we exit the thing. Oh look, Tiger's back. A long time ago, the commissary used to carry stuff like weekly magazines. Unsurprising, it looks like there's no way any magazine will be coming in, sorry. This is a disc, Shinami. I'll be just digging into the ground to escape and let you know, there's an entire ocean under it. Even Teach did a double take at that revelation, so it looks like it'll be pretty tough to tackle, and so... Shinami, commence the Tiger Quest. Teach is thinking that we can escape if we swim through the electronic sea under the school. That's why I want Shinami to bring me a tool for swimming across the entire electronic sea, and as soon as possible, please. I'll show you some gold medal swimming, so won't you bring me a tool for swimming across the sea as soon as possible, please? That one is in the 12th floor, so it's gonna take a little bit. Alright. It is gonna take a little bit of a while to get that one. Let's go ahead and check up on this guy. What up? I heard the news. Hard to believe that even Jinako turned into a labyrinth. I mean, not really. She was pretty much the easiest victim to get. Man, maybe it's more progressive than even the business models for social games, yo. A need for a boss? No, I've seen it all. Huh? My expressions are weird. You want me to stop messing around? This is just what I do. Just be part of the Impressionist Club. This is just another of my impersonations. I try becoming an annoying character like Jinako, lol. Hey, real talk. I rather respect Shinako. I want you to save her ass. Doesn't an insect have a soul for 5 minutes? Does not an meant for a wait for work? That kind of thing. Every variety show actor deserves human rights. Oh, but even if you decide to help me, I can't give you a single thing in return. And it's the same thing. Alright, let's go ahead and it's locked. Need to hurry up and free Jinako. Yeah, that's the dialogue for that one. Just hurry along. Oh yeah, been a while back. I saw Rin Tosaka talking to Kozumine. I got the impression that they were very awfully friendly. Did those two actually get along? Rin Tosaka was being herself, absolutely trashing the commissary's talk, but Kozumine took it surprisingly well. I haven't seen that one swimming around lately. The one that comes out of the janitor closet to buy stuff. What happened to that guy? Yeah, he's kind of stuck. He's gonna be basically the boss of this chapter. Shinako Karigiri became a labyrinth core. Is that so? Awesome. It's got nothing to do with us. I don't want to talk anymore. The girl and I are just regular NPCs. Resting, thinking, it's all meaningless. She's so annoying. Why is this girl so desperately clapping my hands and stuff? Stop it. You can go being all depressed. There aren't any more periodic health checks from the moon cell, you know? If you go into self-isolation mode, we won't be able to reboot you, even if it hurts. Please don't stop thinking. Fight! Tsukimihara, fight! Don't give in, you're beautiful, Maki. Am I being weird? I'm the manager of the track team at the field club. This is the only support I have. The Seraph is a virtual space created by the moon cell from pseudo-spiritrons based on thaumaturgical theory. A Seraph can harbor souls, a new reality for humans to live with the promise of a new frontier. This far side of the moon is also the Seraph. There was no Seraph for this far side, so BB probably made it herself. Once Seraph has been established, it will essentially keep running indefinitely. The resolution dimensional space upon which the Seraph is founded doesn't collapse anyways. In the physical world, there are finite resources. Not in the Seraph. Here, the resources are basically endless. But the total volume of resources is decided. If there were anything that could increase without limit, it would be human desires. By the way, the difference between the common student NPCs management and NPCs and events II. The purpose of student NPCs in the Holy Grail War is an audience for the peace of mind of the masters. Their capacities are minimal and their character rules are replaceable. They are deleted after the Holy Grail. Afterwards, a different character is created and placed in a different department. Management NPCs are higher rank. We are tasked with facilitating the process of the Holy Grail War, so we are always active. We also deleted after the Holy Grail War, but only our records of its events. The character rules are retained, and are reused in the next Holy Grail War. And lastly, the events ARs are pretty much the same as management NPCs, the records are also deleted. However, the events AI has the privileges. They are granted personalities and capacity to think and make decisions. In the infirmary, Sakura, the commissary is Father Kutamini, and then, I wonder if the clinic committee chairman is too. Student council, you masters have make us the administration look like impotent. Congress doesn't go forward and it dances. We're split in two: execute PB and a neutral party. Advanced AI to reject PB, make up the execute party. the low-ranked regular entities of the Holy Grail War and the neutral party. It's appalling. So I'd be debating. I wonder if they even grasp that. No signal from the moon cell. You're going this long without any response. We really need to do something. It's just a rumor, but I heard there are NPCs who surrendered to BB and were saved. Let them off and hook you. Let you off the hook out of pity. She's gone rogue, but she wasn't rogue by Ivy, capable of such decisions. She's operating in an uncheckable ideology. That's my guess, anyways. He's right. I can't rely on the moon cell. I need to do something ourselves to fix this mess. Just that I'm gonna try and talk to BB. And then I can also bear alter egos from her heart. I know how dangerous such an entity is. I'm gonna try meeting with her. They're probably gonna get deleted. Alright, nothing else here. Let's go ahead and go to the student council room. There's nothing more we can do at this point. Let's go. Oh yeah, we're gonna unleash our memories now. Pretty much every master is gathered in the student council room. The only one who's not here is Jinako, who turned into a sentinel.
ああ、来ましたね。お疲れとは思いますが、次期記憶の開封になりますので、呼びつけてしまいました。
Let's see how this mess is gonna turn out, shall we? I agreed to concern Leo to saying I'm fine, then I observed everyone again. Yeah, makes sense. Everyone's nervous.
実に緊迫した空気。小生もさすがに黙っておる。ところでレオ会長、朝食はまだですかな?
Everyone, excluding Gato, has their lips sealed. We have forgotten these memories. Obviously, these guys are nervous, wondering what truths were taken away from us by BB. Among them, I sense Julius looking at me. I wonder why. Sorry.
すまんな。
But
俺がもっと早くジナコカリギリを捕捉していればよかったのだが。
the problem is you were fast enough to catch her, if only if you weren't. Julius seems to feel responsible for what happened to Jinako, which he should be.
それは兄さんの責任ではありません。元はといえば、ジナコさんを一人にしてしまった僕
No,
の
it's
責任
pretty
で
much
す。
his fault.
叱責や追及は僕が受けるもの。兄さんはよくやってくれました。
In a way, he did.
そうだな。そう言ってもらえると、こちらもいろいろ助かる。
You would feel a relief. Perhaps relief by Leo's words. Julius slightly smiles. But it's just a little strange. Just now, the smile formed from the lifted crease of his mouth wasn't one of joy, but more like...
ちょっと大丈夫なのシンジ。顔色と髪草みたいに真っ青よ。まさか吐かないでしょうね。
I mean, yeah, of course he's nervous. He's 8 years old and he's gonna get his memories back. That he died, basically.
うるさいな。髪が青いのは生まれつきだよ。僕は怖がってなんかない。お前たちに先を越されるのが嫌なだけだ。いいからさっさと済ませろよな。
膝が震えているぞシンジ。強がりは余計に恐れを生む。これ小生のように泰然と構えるがよい。
Yeah.
何言ってんだよ。あんたは体全体で震えてるじゃんか。超振動ピストンかっていうの。
いいな、これは無茶ぶるいである。ところでレオ会長、朝食はヤムチャというのはいかがですかな?
This guy, I swear. Thanks to Rin's loquacity, the mood in Silk Council room eased up a little. The same thought hangs over all of us. We're each afraid of what our forgotten memories will be like. However, we can't just stay afraid forever. All the more if there are clues in them to help us figure out the truth.
記憶キューブの開放準備整いました。キアラさん、万が一に備えてのメンタルケアよろしくお願いします。
Alright, let's get to it, shall we?
承知いたしております。暗号化された記憶の解放は容易でしょう。問題があるとしたらその後。皆さんがこの旧校舎で培われた束の間の思い出と取り戻された記憶、 その双方がうまく融和しない不具合、深刻なコンフリクトを起こす事態になりましたら、それは実に厄介と申せますので、そのために私は控えております。
なるほど。最悪2つの表層人格が現れる事態もあるのですね。
Trying to put new memories on top of old memories is gonna be a mess.
どうってことないわ。誰だって多かれ少なかれ性格の裏表はあるものだし、自分は自分よ。どっちだって飲み込んでやるわ。
Yeah, only you would do that, Osaka. Very typical decisiveness out of Rin, though I can see a bit of the same desperation as her SG was, as when her SG was exposed.
ではオペレーションを開始します。皆さんできるだけ心を落ち着けて抵抗はしないでください。
Oh boy, how will Shinji react to knowing he's dead? Sakura's voice sounds firmer than usual. In that instant, three, 4, 5. So basically, indirectly, this string just confirmed that we are doing Rani's route. Because we only fight Gato in Rani route. I saw fragmented yet vivid flashbacks of vivid battles. The seal's release finished quickly, far too abruptly. Instinctively, I threw up my guard despite feeling no pain or shock. The only thing was my thoughts were sluggish, as if my brain went numb, as if I was underwater. The alacrity of my thoughts was far slower compared to what it normally is. The act of simply remembering my own name exerts me, yet the impression of diving into the bottom of a pool and picking up a small coin. At the bottom of the pool, I can see a mound of fragments, coins that weren't there before. Once I focus my awareness back from the bottom of my thoughts, I see one, then another. Their visages, the ones I had overcome, return to me. There are people I defeated. I recall the figures of the competitors I finished by my own hand, as if it had happened a long time ago. They included my friend Shinji besides me now, the Green Archer's master, Alice the ghost, and the assassin Julius, who bore animosity towards me since the preliminaries. They skipped Gato because that would cause troubles in the ambiguity of which route they picked. I regained memories of the Holy Grail War. I can still recall bits and pieces, but I know for sure I advanced to the 5th round. But that's everything. I can't recall my memory of the Holy Grail War, but everything before that, of the part of the Holy Grail War, of the history that Hakuno Kishinami who decided to join this fight, and the reasons why I did it, it's all still removed from my memory.
大丈夫ですか？持ちこたえてください。
Yeah, there's not much you can do about that, Hakuno. Not even in next year you recovered your full memories. Somehow I endure the dizziness and reassure Sakura. Though our memories have now returned, not a single person exhibits a satisfied expression. Leo Rin and the expressionless Rani is standing motionless, brows knitted. Well, except for one person. Yeah.
そのバカ笑いをやめろ。ごったに宗教家は黙ってろよ。
Yeah, of course he would not take that one very well. Shinji crumpled to his knees, holding his nausea down. His breathing grows harsh. My legs rushed towards him without me telling them to. It's surprising even me. Shinji looked at me startled. From his gaze I felt a twinge of fear and despair.
無理もないわ。
僕の記憶の最終更新は5回戦の決戦後で停止しています。
Yeah.
皆さんもその認識でよろしいですか？
私もそんな感じよ。決戦前か決戦後かはまだ曖昧だけど。私も同様です。3回戦の記憶が曖昧ですが、部分ははっきりと確認できます。
That's him trying to make the route ambiguous, but them showing us that flashback of Gato kind of ruined that because it's obvious that they're going for Rani route.
ですが、確認できるのは自分のレコードだけです。
誰が誰と戦ったのかまでは思い出せません。
そのようですね。自分が誰と戦い、誰を破ってきたかしか思い出せない。
Basically, not the entirety of the Holy Grail were just snippets, basically.
兄さんはどうですか？僕と足並みは一緒だったはずですが。
Yeah, the brother already have all his memories back.
俺も5回戦までの記憶しかない。対戦相手は
Julius looks over towards me. Who was Julius to put in the 5th round? His stare alone served a splendid answer to that.
そうですか。その結果は。
悪いが覚えていないな。お前はどうだ？俺との決戦を思い出せる
Yeah, I'm
か？
sure you don't remember. I shake my head negative. All I can remember is that I did end up fighting Julius. According to my memory, something went on between us since the first round. Julius was hostile to Haku Kishinami. All I remember is that he detested me from the very beginning and to the very end, considering me a threat to Leo that must be eliminated.
参りましたね。封印されていた記憶には BB の秘密なり弱点が隠されていると推測しました
She
が。
really wouldn't just hand her the memories that could help beat her to one of her offsprings. She would just keep that to herself.
これはただ単に僕たちの関係を円満に進めるための配慮だったようです。表の聖杯戦争では誰と誰が戦っていたのか、誰が敵で誰を殺したかったのか。確かにそんな記憶があったら僕らは協力し合ってはいなかった。いえ、
記憶が取り上げられていたのはこの旧校舎の平和を保つためだった。そういうことですか、レオ。
意図は分かりませんが、そう捉えるべきでしょう。それとも他に何か思い出した人はいますか？ BB の秘密や都合の悪い事実に思い当たる人がいたら挙手してください。
Nothing at all. This whole thing was useless, essentially. Not a single hand was raised. Everyone's equally silent. That's because they all know it's what happened to me. That said, I myself don't even know any of Hakuno Kishinami's personal details.
なんとなく分かってはいたんだ。分かっ
Shinji?
記憶なんて取り戻したってしょうがないって。そんなもの忘れていた方が幸せだって。
Yeah, you're not wrong. It's better to live in ignorance than knowing you died.
もう余計なことしやがって。どうするんだよ。こんなのどうすればいいんだよ。
Yeah, hell, all this was to just let us to a worse off path than we already were, so kinda sucks, really. Shinji isn't acting normal. His eyes are sunk, cheeks dropping, hair disheveled. His shock is so great he's falling apart. Yeah, not much she can do right now. I should at least say something. What did you remember, Shinji?
何を思い出したかだっぞ。そんなの決まってるだろ。6回。
No,
5
you
回戦
didn't.
まで僕が勝ち残った勇士だよ。クソクソクソクソ。いいよ、いいから放っておいてくれ。こんなはずじゃないんだ。僕はこんなはずじゃないんだから。
And let's go ahead and see what we go for. Live and learn, Shinji.
人事かよ、所詮。お前には分かんないんだよ、この辛さが。もどかしくて目をつむるのすら恐ろしいんだ。クソ。
And finally, you're gonna torment your hair off, Shinji.
何が抜けるんだよ。現役でもっさもさなんだよ。ハゲるとか年寄りのすることだろ。子供の僕には関係ない。クソクソ。いいよ。
Yeah, but it's just thing as usual. Shinji's covering his face with his hands, muttering to himself. Talking to him now would hurt more than help. All I can do is leave him be for a while.
でもなんか引っかかるのよね。私の対戦相手3回戦と次の6回戦2通りあったような。
2通り？一度に2人と戦った
I mean,
ということで
he's
す
not
か？
entirely wrong. In her fight, in the third round fight, there were 3 people in the arena, if you counting me.
そうじゃなくて2つのパターンがあった気がするのよ。例えば
When she spoke up to that point, then suddenly fell silent. For a single instant, I almost felt like her glance towards me.
ミス登坂、記憶のデフラグがつかないようでしたらさくらに見てもらっては。
お構いなく。お気遣いどうも。お互いの経過を逐一突き合わせて荒探ししている時間もなさそうだし。
何か都合の悪いことでも？ああ、すみません。睨まないでください。気になっているのはジナコさんですね。
そう。私、ジナコのことを全く記憶していなかった。他人のレコードが思い出せないにしても、校舎で誰とすれ違ったかはきっちり思い出せる。
Nobody knows anything about Chinako because she didn't pass the first round.
なのに、ジナコとは一度も会っていないのよ。他のメンツは？聖杯戦争でジナコを見たことある人いる？
Nope. Everyone identically shakes their heads. Now that you mention it, it's strange. Jinako is one of the masters during the Holy Grail War too. How among this many masters did no one even see her once?
まあ、挙動不審の塊だからね、あの子。
I mean, it's not that difficult.
本人から聞き出さないとか。
It's as she said, she never left her room. If only we could just get the slightest bit of information on Jinako. Thinking so, I go to ask again about her kidnapping Dempsey Julius. At that same moment, there we go.
結論の出ない議論はスイーツですか？当然スイーツに決まってますよね。
Hello,
もちろんスイーツ
BB.
に決まってますよね。
God damn, Shinji's voice actor really just choked on something because holy hell. Our voices are immediately cut out. Like a goldfish in a bowl, Shinji's mouth repeatedly flaps open and shut. That was somehow something we half expected. A large-scale hack by BB. The student council collectively sighs, displeased by the nonsensical meddling, and keeps quiet.
その調子です。ナイスランチ、ナイスシュガー、ナイスカラメリック。甘くてほろ苦いモラトリアムを永遠に満喫してください。BB チャンネル始まりです。
Let's get to it then, shall we?
モニターの前の皆さんこんばんは。ムーンセルでブクマナンバー1の愉快コンテンツ BB チャンネルの時間です。司会はおなじみ小悪魔 BB ちゃん。視聴者はワンカップな水たまりでお遊戯に夢中なメダカな皆さんです。そろそろこの番組構成マンネリですか？でも相変わらず番組中の発言権は先輩だけです。なのでいい加減暴れても無駄だって分かってくださいね。そこの残念系ワカメとかもう言い訳ましたから、虫は虫でも同類な餌になるしかない最底辺の虫けらワカメさん。
No, that's kind of rude. We're sticking with seaweed. BB's insults do want some ire, even if it's wrong for the wrong person. Since we're getting used to this excitement, it's not just because of the studio's bizarre ambience. Even I can tell she's actually enjoying this from the bottom of her heart. I can feel it. Take Gato, for example. He's soaking up every second of this, most likely because he's an airhead, but still. As for Bibi, her sense of refinement, arrogance, is more than I can bear. It's almost painful to look at her.
ひしひし感じるクラーマ目線。先輩のそんな脇しび顔なんて見たくありません。もっともっと泣き出しそうなマジでマジ泣き5秒前の絶望チックなポロッポロ笑顔がお似合いですよ。まあそんなダサイクルも本日限りで打ち止めです。お次は出口無用攻略不能行列のできる人気迷宮ですから。というわけで今回の BB チャンネル噂の迷宮のボス、最近話題のセンチネルさんの正体にズバリ迫ります。
You already know who she is.
誰なんでしょう？全然わかりません。 先輩の知ってる人かもですし、予想だにしない人かも。発売日も延期したことだし、まさかコストムシムシ驚愕の新キャラ。ステマオツ。ジーナコさんはバトル側の人間じゃないんで、それだけ釘刺しに来たっす。
Yep, she's not gonna go with your showmanship, baby.
ボスとか攻略とか関係ないっす。センチネルはジナコさんでした。さすが平常運転のやる気ゼロ。ちなみにスラッシュはパイスラッシュのスラッシュです。好きでパイスラッシャーやってるわけじゃないっす。でも絶壁無双のラニさんならパイスカッシャーっすね。
Oh my god. Lube boob, really? What's this I feel? Though I can't see her or hear her next to me, I can tell that Ronnie is staring down her chest with a perplexed look right about now. All that aside, I guess the next opponent is going to be Jinako. Jinako looks away, not as to make eye contact.
私はこれで十分っすね、BB さん。今後は一切ノーコメントっす。こんな無理ゲー関わっちゃダメっす。かまってちゃんはスルーが大原則っす。
And off she goes. Jinako, wait! I can see the transmission end cut off, but right before she vanished, she looked right over at me, over here.
はい、お疲れ様。自分でスカウトしておいてなんですが、ぶっちゃけジナコさんには期待していません。隠れスペック高いアピールとかもそろそろ鬱陶しいですし、攻略不可能対象とか分かりやすくしてほしいのです。ですが、彼女の護衛だけは正真正銘上級のサー
Yeah,
バ
the real
ント。
problem isn't gonna be Jinako herself, but Karna.
エビでメガロドンを釣るとはこのこと。同じ金でもどこかの金ピカさんと違って働き者と来ていますし、ジナコさん
Someone
はも
else
ったい
for
ないサ
later.
ーバントと評判です。でも彼女のウェハーなプライドのためにフォローすると、実際ウォールの素材としては最高ですよ。バッキバキに屈折していますからね、ジナコさん。それに比べたら BB ちゃんのレーザーよりも一本道のどこまでもまっすぐな公正明大さに感謝してください。公正明大とか言っちゃいました私。そっか、話し合いもありですよね。どうしましょうか先輩。うまくすれば取引とかできちゃいますよ。
After hearing her say that, seeing that she's clearly intending not to, I rolled up my fist. My rolled up fist started shaking on its own. I went to head to the labyrinth right away and save Jinako. But why is this program running unbelievably for the fifth time? I haven't the faintest idea of what BB's thinking. She may have gone rogue, but she must be up to something. Cutting a deal, huh? What is BB after? Let's go. Unconditional surrender.
勝手を申すな BB。 我が奏者は見抜いているぞ。いくら公正な放艦を装ったところで、貴様には慈愛などさらさらないことになる。ましてや正義など目くらましの還元手札を尽くしたところで、先にあるのは燃え落ちる破滅のみ。我欲に満ちているのだ、我欲に。しつけのなっていないサーバントです。そんなに BB チャンネルの営業を妨害するなら、次は1対1の BB の部屋でお待ちしていますからね、先輩。
Alright, that's that. Let's go ahead and take a look at to become Haku Servant.
勝手を申すな BB。 いくら公正な放艦も目くらましの還元手札を尽くしたところで、先にあるのは燃え落ちる破滅のみ。我欲。しつけのなっていないサーバントです。
And as usual, and finally, to become the main heroine. Maybe isn't enough of a heroine, so basically, the plan is to give her her new start by pulling together the efforts of the student council to bolster her.
奏者よ、過ぎた施しは幸徳とは言わない。納費だ。 けのなっていないサーバント。そんなに BB チャンネルの営業。次は1対1。
Yeah, yep, that's the same thing as usual as the other ones. As always, sitting through the BB time slot violence program hour is rougher than holding our breath for a while. But Hakuno doesn't seem to feel bad about that, does she? I pretty much get her sense of humor now. If one is going to be suppressed, then they might as well get comfortable doing it. You optimistically approve everything, but will reject anything if it is useless. Incredible, Leo. Nothing gets to you. Thank you very much. Despite who I am, if she were to pursue an exclusivity agreement with BB Channel, I might just flip out. Did everyone make it out alright? Tsunami, are you okay? The circuits was specifically demanding on you. Thanks, Sakura. Everyone else was like a spectator, but I was a guest invited onto the stage and made it partake in the absurdity. I'm completely worn out. No surprise, honestly I can sympathize. If it were me up there, I definitely would have high-kicked her in the face. But I'm sure that at that moment she would have taken an example of me by pausing me, then spinning me the camera like crazy. BB, she scares me. Not that it wouldn't end up, not that that wouldn't be the end of it. After she played a secret footage of when I was made to a labyrinth. I would die if that happened. Would I quietly retire? Maybe the only choice would become BB's like and destroy everything. If the Miss Toxica from back then was as domineering psycho boss, Denise Socrates, stood before this Miss Toxica, I'm sure she would lose it. Even when viewed objectively, it's cruel. One could certainly call it a maiden's hell. It's a voyeur. I could say this as something about you. Alright, now let's calm down, you two. As a member of the student council, we should be intellectual about all this, okay? Anyway, Shinako is our focus right now. Unlike with the alter egos, our goal this time is not to defeat her, but to rescue her. One moment. Where's Chief Gato? What happened? Do you happen to know, Shinji? Huh? As soon as the guy was freed from BB's hack, he flew out the student council room. Gato, he couldn't have gone to the labyrinth again. This is bad. Hakuno, we can talk later. Explore the labyrinth as well, but please be somewhat prompt in collecting Chief Gato. I believe the creature will definitely fend for himself fine, but we have no choice. He's a member of the student council like us. Well, knowing Gato, you should be okay. If it were passionate, that would be one thing, but our opponent this time is Jinako. Don't bother rushing things. Please explain the labyrinth your main priority. Gato, everyone is clearly worried about him, so why are they again disrespecting him? Anyway, let's head to the labyrinth. Unlike the rest of the staff here, I have to take this seriously. To help my fellow Payon. And off we go. Let's just take a look at our equipment first. Let me just check. I don't think we got... No, we didn't get an SG for that, but that's fine. Okay. What am I doing? Getting equipment. Yep. I'm gonna switch this up for the Shockwave and Dust Cloud of Osiris for the where's the mermaid robe? There you go. Hey Sakura, what's up? Hey, here's some provisions. Thanks. About your memories, I know everyone is having a hard time right now, but keep things careful. You're right, Haku. Our memory is jumbled up in any way. Me? I'm okay. I'm not the delicate type that loses her cool over something like this. No, for sure. But my actions during my time as a sentinel were temporary confusion, not my true self. Yoko Karigiri's case now makes that readily apparent. Let's begin subconscious and surface. Also, when one is a labyrinth, they're synchronized with BB. An unwanted personality change happens, basically. Yep, I think that's it. Otherwise, these SGs wouldn't possibly exist. I must say, those who were some impressive dramatic changes the two of you went through. Again, consider this is Chief Gato. I think he may have just shown a backup out of the blue. It gladdens me to see that the outcome of the recovering our memories and without strife between the masters. Though the masters gathered here are mutual foes, they have respect for the affairs that must be prioritized as human. Hey Julius, how's everyone doing? It's a little late to be saying this now, but regardless of our near-side relationship, until we escape the far side, we're still going to be in a partnership. Let's both trust each other as much as possible. Uh-huh. Hey Shinji. Ah, damn. I should have never gone through with it. If this is going to happen, Shinabi, if it weren't for you... No, that's not it, damn it. Shut up, don't talk to me, leave me alone. Yeah, makes sense. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go to my room, see if there's anything... You recovered your memories, yes? Then you know about me, right? Of course I do. There's no reason why I wouldn't. There's no need to confirm that Saber is trying to ask. She's asking about the time we spent together in your side, Aside's Holy Grail War. I should... Thank you, Saber. Plenty of words came to mind, but I couldn't express my feelings very well. Saber started staring fixedly at me. I was unable to start teasing me in response. She just returns a clumsy nod. Okay, good. You don't need to recount anything specific about our memories. It's all written all over your face. I am a swordman first, an emperor second. No, a maiden first, an emperor second. That's not right either. Ah, my head hurts. I'm so giddy and tense that I can't find the words. That is about what I want to say. I can't wrap my hand or finger around yours. No, I prefer to embrace you. I'm talking about giving you a squeeze, a hug. No problem. I'm back, Saber. I'm happy we got to meet you again. Thanks for coming to help me, regardless of how I was. I accept Saber's embrace. But she always is small, shoulders so narrow. A sigh of relief. I couldn't certainly believe that there was a warmth here that went beyond our contract. Unwilling to give up the heat, I parted with her gently. Sure enough, I couldn't hide my embarrassment either, but I told her this. Please keep fighting alongside me. Although our objective isn't the Holy Grail War right now, it's to escape the far side of the moon. First, I want to help you. I want you to help me bring Jinako back. Yes, you can count on me. I am your bride. I will follow you wherever you go. That's sweet. Alright, we don't have anything else for the NPC, so let's go to my room, see if Saber has anything new to say. She does.
まったく次から次へと PB も新たな手を考えるものだ。その発想力だけは認めよう。だが世はいい加減飽きた。どうせ秘密を知るならそなたの秘密を知りたい。
I don't really have any secrets to tell because I don't remember any of them. My secret? Even if we wanted to, how can I have secrets? Memory is easy.
何かあるであろう。例えばそうだな。
When Saber giving me the cat-like smirks, I start unpleasantly sweating. What on earth is this heroic spirit going to ask?
レオとユリウスとガトー、それとシンジ。この中で誰が一番そなたの好みだ？
An interesting thing you say there. What? Sexually? Meaning like that?
愛とか恋とかはさておき、ただ単純に肉としての意味合いだ。これならそなたも答えやすかろう。何？ガールズトークというやつだ。世も一度してみたかったのでな。
Yeah, I don't think you would have many opportunities for girl talk when you were Emperor of Rome. Me, having such a lusty girl talk, that could have come... That thought came across my mind. But, well, everyone does it, I guess, yeah. I just have to go for it and say honestly. Alright, let's take a look one by one, shall we? Leo.
Oh, Leo か。まだ咲ききらぬつぼみが良いと、そなたは申すのだな。
That's a bit of a creepy way to say it, Saber.
レオは良い。美少年は見ていて飽くことがない。何より手札を一つずつ教える楽しみ
I forget who
もあ
I'm
るしな。
talking to. You're the person who made a child your bride too, so yeah, it wouldn't be that surprising. What does this servant think she's saying to me?
そなたの秘密。
Alright, let's take a look at the other person. Julius.
ほう、ユリ リウスか。ひっそりと日陰に咲く花が良いとそなたは申すのだな。だが世はあまり好まぬ。
Yeah, you're not
や
wrong.
つは少々毒がありすぎる。そなたには似合わぬな。あれはやめておけ。世は許さぬぞ。
You're definitely on the right track there.
そなたの
Alright, next up we've got Gato.
ガトーか。確かに鍛え上げられた見事な体育を
Yeah,
し
if
て
we're
いる
talking
とは
only
思
about
う
bodies and
が
not personality, maybe, yeah.
頭の方が少し
Yeah, pretty much.
あれならば旧館長と話す方がマシであろう。思い直すがよい。
I'm pretty sure she's only gonna accept Leo.
そなたの
Alright, and finally, that's gonna be the weirdest one, Shinji.
シンジか。顔はまあ置いておくとしよう。あやつは長所より短所の方が多い。うまく使えば輝く時もあるのだろうが、そなたはギャンブラーと言わざるを得ぬぞ。
Yeah.
そなた
And finally, we've got no interest.
乙女が選ぶには狭い環境であったか。世も酷な問いをしたものよな。許せ、奏者よ。そなたの秘密しかと受け取った。これで悪時期に疲れた腹も少しは回復するであろう。何、知った秘密は世の胸の内に留めておこう。そなたが良しとする異性的魅力を今後の参考に聞いたまでのこと。
Sure.
吹聴はせぬ。
Anyway, anything else? I want to know USG too. When we get the chance, I want you and I to have a nice long chat. Now, information matrix, we don't have anything on. Gallery is just the usual stuff. That's basically the black bars are basically the animations and the endings essentially. Alright, let's get out of here. There are variations to the endings too. Like this for the CGs, like if it's a male or female MC, they change slightly. Oh, there you are. Shut up, don't talk to me, leave me alone. Alright, he's been in the pressing state, which makes sense really. Let me just look, do we have time to go into the labyrinth? I kinda do, just explore a little bit. Or maybe not, let's take a look at what Aaron's gonna say. Shinako, like the front runners of the Holy Grail War, Ren and Rani, and the alter ego Passion Lip, is an unusual type of sentinel. In a sense, between all of them, she may become the most troublesome opponent yet. Please stay focused. Occasionally, I think that it is necessary to make a level-headed decision. Please keep a stout heart. Hey, Anderson.
エゴの次は脱落者とはな。イベント尽くしにも程がある。どこまで仲間に恵まれていないんだ、お前は。事実は小説よりきなりか。ドキュメンタリーは畑違いだが、お前を題材にするのなら少しは筆が乗りそうだな。
アンデルセン、彼女は真剣にジナコさんを案じているのです。それを何ですか。もっとひどい目に遭わないか、さらなる裏目を引かないか。
You should be used to this by now, Kiara. Anderson's kind of a dick.
本当に辛い話です。抗えば抗うほどハマっていく。
You don't need to sound that excited, Kiara.
底なし沼に飲まれた美少女の苦悩は禁断の蜜のよう。私もずぶりと溺れてしまいたい。
I think we need to start having a water spray with us, so we can keep her down like a cat.
いろいろすまんな。人間、禁欲生活が長いと反動が大きくなる。今の失言は忘れてもらうには違う話で塗り替えるしかあるまい。そうだな。 これまでの女どもの話をするか。どのバカの話が聞き
All
た
right,
い？
Anderson. Tell me about the women around here. About Rin. All right, since you're offering, let's talk about Rin Tosaka.
東坂凛、アジア圏で名を馳せるフリーランスのウィザード。レオ・ビスタリオ・ハーウェイと敵対する若き天才ハッカーらしいな。行動的かつ決断主義、どこからどう見ても肉食系の女だが、目標というより目近だな。誰よりも自立した少女に見えるが、それは見せかけに過ぎない。あれはそうやって自分を律していないと生きていけない人間だ。
Yeah, we know that from her SG, basically.
努力型の天才というやつだ。才能にあふれた勤勉家ほど見ていて気持ちのいい生き物はいまい。
まあ、あなたにしては評価が高いのですね。確か
I mean,
育ちのいいお嬢さんには厳しめの評価をしたような。
this Rin is not an exactly well raised.
その例はお前だけだ。生まれた時から蝶よ花よとめでられた女なんぞろくな性格にならん。第一、東坂凛は名門だが生まれは過酷だぞ。幼くして天涯孤独だからな。
Yep, basically, yeah.
素直になれないのも金銭にうるさいのもそのあたりが原因だろうよ。
Yeah.
そうですか。では3つ目の SG はあれは彼女の本性なのですか？
本性ではあるが表には出ないものだ。人間の性質は一方に偏ることこそあれ、一方しかない状態にはならない。
Yeah.
砂時計をイメージしろ。砂が空になることはあれ、器の形は変わらないだろう。
That's a nice analogy
そ
there.
れと同じだ。正反対の性質は空にはなるが、本能はその際立った空虚さに我慢ができない。結果、禁忌として今の自分と正反対の属性に砂を戻したがる。ただ東坂凛は自分の理想通りに前進するあまり、自分の弱さも際立たせている。誰かに支配されたいなんて願望は支配する側の損得を知らなければ出ないセリフだ。
Yeah.
サディストは勤勉でなくては成り立たず、マゾヒストは強欲でなくては成り立たない。どちらが奴隷でどちらが奉仕している側かなんぞ、物の見方次第で変わるという話だ。
It all depends how you look at it. How you look at it, what specifically?
そりゃ愛だろうよ。より強く愛している方が本当に支配している側と言える。
Well, that's one way to look at it.
これは全てに共通する結論だぞ。だからこそ世の中はバカらしい。結局はそんなものでひっくり返るのだからな。
本当困った人です。そんな乱暴な意見声高に吹聴されてはマスターである私に咎が及びます。自重してくださいね、アンデルセン。
Alright, that's one. We need to talk about more. Ronnie. Alright, since you're offering, let's talk about Ronnie 8.
ラニエイト。エジプトはアトラス山に未だ隠れ住むという錬金術師が残した最後のホムンクルス。言ってしまうと新人類だ。クローンに人権が与えられない西洋圏では肉を持った AI 程度の扱いだろうがな。
Yeah, basically.
体力的には人間以下であり、自然界での生存競争は困難だろうが、ここは電子の海。演算機能が力となる世界だ。ラニエイトはムーンセルが作り出した管理 AI と同等のスペックを持っている。彼女に心なんて余分なものが作られていなければ間違いなく最強のマスターになっていただろう。受動的かつ結果主義。どこからどう見ても装飾系の少女だが、人形というより無垢な幼女だな。あれはまだ成長途中の容器だ。論理的に矛盾したもの、カオスを呼ぶ不純を許容できない。
Yeah, not wrong.
迷宮を守るという役割なら東坂凛より一段階優れた英士だったろう。
And there comes Kiara slowly.
無垢な幼女、管理したがりの彼女がですか？
ああ、管理とは理想だ。自分の理想から外れたものを許容できない極度の潔癖症と言えるだろう。
meticulous. Well, running SGs2 is a far cry from being meticulous, I think.
だから下着などという余分なものを許せないのさ。風呂上がりに裸になって散歩してみろ。あまりの清涼感に叫びそうになるぞ。ちなみに俺も執筆に詰まるとよくやる。
Yeah, my Anderson. I don't need to
そう
know
で
that.
すか。時にアンデルセン、今抱えている仕事はありますか？
That's a weird thing to ask right after that, Kara.
現在請け負っているタスクは一冊だけだ。なんだ、追加依頼か？キャパオーバーだ。これ以上。
いえ、安心なさい。間違っても過度な仕事は押し付けません。このセッション員キアラ、固く誓いましたとも。
それは頂上。まあ依頼がないのはないで寂しいが、どうだキアラ、ちょうど大長編のプロットを構想中なんだが。
間違っても合意いたしません。裸で走り回るために魔力を使うなど、あなたの宝具はストーリーキングですか？
Kara, did you...
なんでしょう皆さん、急に押し黙ってしまって。私何か問題発言でも？
Kinda, yeah.
いや、なんでもない。ところで座布団を1枚やろう。即興にしては素晴らしい切り返しだった。裸の王様とストーリーキングをかけるとは。くだらん女だと思っていたが見直したぞ。まあダジャレ自体はつまらなかったが。
そんなつもりで口にしたのではありません。
I'm sure it was.
今のは事故です。
I'm sure it was an accident. Alright. Finally, we've got something to give us some matrices. What about Jinako? Right, since you're offering, let's talk about Jinako.
ジナコ・カリギリ、用務員室に住む電脳警備員。年齢不詳、経歴不明。サーバントはランサー。戦闘経験はゼロ。ウィザードとしての実力は波以下。しかしウエストのサイズなら女性マスターの中でも最強。そしておそらく腐っている。
Yeah, makes. She is the degenerate. Yeah. Yes, I see. What? That's it?
これ以上に何が必要だ。よもやあの肉布団の趣味や性癖を知りたいとでも言うのか。先物買いにも程があるぞ。どれほど贅沢に育てられ最高品質になっても豚肉は豚肉だ。そら。
And there comes her again, walking so slowly.
なぜ私を見るのです？
この通り牛の凶悪さには到底及ばん。まあ牛も牛で腹にもたれるのでよくはないのだが、やはり鳥が最高だ。
I definitely, if you're talking about which meat is better to eat, I prefer pork than chicken.
栄養素こそ低いが、フォルムの美しさは打肉の中でも飛び抜けている。俺は断然鳥派だな。
What's this guy talking about? Then it sort of hit me. Why Kiara declared that she won't fight? I wonder if this servant really does have no utility. We got Karna's matrix out of that for some reason. I don't get it. We didn't even bring up Karna. That's enough of this silliness.
そうか。俺も手間が省けて助かる。節度のないマスターの尻拭いなんぞとてもじゃないがやってられん。
Alright, and there's one more thing to do before we end. There it is. Fairy tales and picture books line the shelf. I recalled reading The Little Mermaid a few days ago, so I scanned the shelves, wondering if Anderson had written anything else. Here's one, The Emperor's New Clothes. So yeah, I've been talking about that one so often that might as well just show up here. There once was an emperor who thought much of dressing well, and owned a great many clothes. One day, two swindlers arrived claiming to be weavers, and said they could manufacture a cloth that the stupid cannot see. Although the emperor and his vassals could not see the cloth, they dreaded the thought of being stupid, and praised this cloth that could not be seen. At last the clothes were finished. The king donned them and extended the parade. When a child saw and exclaimed, "The emperor is naked!" I'm feeling a lot of irony in this. Anderson did say that the stories he wants to write are different from the stories he must write, but The Emperor's New Clothes It's something I would expect from Anderson. For that reason, with that twisted writer compose his tale, I got here to ask him about it. Forget a break between explorations. Let's go talk to him now. He's right outside the library. Anderson, explain. You read The Emperor's New Clothes, right? Alright, good. Let's get to the test. You see that hopeless woman over there? Tell me straight, what do you think about her? Look carefully at her body. I'm sure you were purposefully disregarding her before, but now you're going to spit out the honest truth right now. Let me tell you her 3 sizes. From top, 96, 58, 86. She's too devious to describe. I never really got the obsession with the 3 sizes. It's a bit... I don't know, I never got that obsession, really. What? Anderson? Come on, look at this obscene body and tell me what you think. Shut your thoughts out through your chest, no holding back. I just got put in a spot very unexpectedly, but I might as well humor Anderson. I've been dying to say this very since we first met. Kiara Eshwin's figure is... Right, save. What did she eat to get like that? It's not how it is. I'm an average woman as I get. Not really. Don't tell Anderson fooling with smooth talk. An average as it gets. I think I have a better chance of convincing the king that his clothes are invisible. I see. So this is what it means to speak with your chest. Now I know exactly which of these two things is lying. Anyway, let's go ahead and see. Why is the dress slit between the legs? That's also something I want to know. This is meant to be like a nun's outfit, so that's kind of odd. The thing is, everyone here is such a unique character. A simple nun wouldn't really stand out, you know. That's completely the opposite. Everyone's so extravagant that a nun's outfit would be out of place, really. I am a woman, so I want to show off a little. Be adventurous, be young and foolish. Woohoo! Who's young and foolish? You're a woman in her mid-late 20s. How many youths have you enslaved by those legs of yours? If you're going to pretend to be a saint, then running out those humongous breasts of yours first. No problem, Mike, you are a cow. This is a problem, man. Why is it all you ever say are things to embarrass others? No, I get it. Sometimes the truth hurts, I suppose. Anderson makes a complete valid point, but I have to sympathize with Kiara here. Apparently, the moral of the book is, I learned to take a hint. And finally, Anderson is pretty dumb, isn't he? Yes, you are indeed correct. Phew. This old school may be teeming with problem children, but please try to be the one pure and kind master around here, Hakuno. Boring. You have no interest in this matured prime meat? A little honor roll shit. That's what it is. Should have known better. I was too hasty. Sorry, real sorry. Don't finish that thought, Haku. Teens. Yep, only teens do it for you, right? No. What the fuck's wrong with you, my guy? Nice. Come meet me sometime, Loki. Brother, what is wrong with you? We've got plenty to talk about, having the same strike zone and all. That Calvin can't sit out. Not happening. A little man like you should be off alone and in shambles, longing for his first love. Is that right, Haku? Only the idiot here is a moron there. You wouldn't go do that, right? I smile sweetly and nod. Yes, ma'am. My brow dripping with cold sweat. I should say that so that I wouldn't hurt Kiara's feelings, but it looks like the result was more frightening than I would have spoken in my mind. Anyway, explaining every detail would have been silly, so I asked that in order to recreate the Emperor's New Clothes. It turned out to be surprisingly dull. This is more of a dialogue to have with Rin Toseka. In any case, thanks for reading again. If you read it, then I'm sure you understand. I'm a pessimist at heart. Whether you're good or bad, or someone else, or myself, I hate everyone. Enough that I criticize myself over my 70 disgraceful years of life. I would have been better off living life as long. Please don't ask a guy like that about what his work means. Why would I even answer honestly? Pessimist. It should have Anderson considered one of the 3 best writers in the world. Didn't exactly have a bright and happy upbringing. Still, he lived without the span of his entire natural life, despite constant drowning in despair. I don't think he even tried to take his own life. Yeah, that's right. Absolutely disgraceful of me. However, a person's life has its uses. Whether one goes naturally or by accident, one needs to get the most of it at the moment of their death. But ended up missing my chance to die at the right time. Damn, my life is just one big regret. How could I mess up the timing of my own demise? I was left a ghost, simply living out of habit. Thanks to that, I'm still tormented by women even after death, even though my preferences skew way younger. I'm the one being tormented here. Hakuno dear, let's leave it at that. I'm happy that you're taking interest in my servant, but as you can see, he's a Amajokaru, perverted contrarian. Knowing more about him will bring no benefit to you. Have you considered that he may be not worth your time? Kiara politely ends the conversation. Sure, I don't get anything out of this, but I'm curious about Anderson's past. Just a little more and I'll fill his matrix. So, when I have time, I'll be able to look for more of his works. And we got the both matrices that we wanted. So let's go ahead and go into my room and take a look at them. And we can end today's part with that. Karna. We basically get not much, really. We just got his class. I guess that's new information. We really didn't know that, but it's still odd. I guess Anderson bluttering that her servant was a lancer was what gave us this information, which is kind of odd. Anderson, let me see. Alright, so... Free. Got it. Human observation. Anderson's characteristic skill, rank A. The art of observing and understanding people is not simply observing, but also hypothesizing the manners, likes, and even the lives of people he might not even know the names of, requiring a credible memory. Although Anderson is known as a pessimist, the foundation of it isn't the rejection, but understanding. The only thing he can do is spin stories, and that's exactly why he swore to continue to speak more sincerely than anyone else. He may be criticizing how BB and the other alter egos go about love as unsightly and bad taste and conceited, but beneath the profound understanding and identification as well as reprimand. It goes without saying that most of his abusive language isn't to completely deny them, but to serve as candid advice filled with warnings. Well, that he hates women is also an undeniable truth. And finally, item construction C. The ability to construct various items through Magecraft. Who doesn't know Magecraft, by making practical use of his noble phantasm, he can more or less produce what he can be found in his literary works. Apparently, his specialty is a love letter that conveys 100% of your feelings, but considering Anderson's own experience with love, it's pretty much impossible to ask. In addition, he had a strange habit when he was alive. While I'm sleeping, if possible, for me to be mistaken for dead, and while I'm sleeping, is it possible for me to be mistaken for dead and get buried? Yeah, that's pretty, in real life it was basically like that. He was definitely afraid of being buried alive. Was it fear that he said he was anxious about it? That he had a note with "I'm not dead" written on him in his own person. Yeah, I do believe that in real life, Anderson was really afraid of being buried alive, so he was really paranoid. Which honestly is valid. I would not want to be buried alive either. And that's all we have time for today. Let's just go ahead and go into the schoolyard. Talk to our old pal here. Listen, this advice I'm about to let you in is some important than the rest. Don't forget it. If your servant loses half their HP, heal up quick. Because you won't know how much damage you're gonna take in the next fight. A stitch in time saves 9 basically. Yeah, essentially. Alright, got nothing else, so yeah. That's gonna be it for now. I hope you enjoyed, and next time we are gonna go ahead and go into the labyrinth. So yeah, without anything else, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time for more Fate Extra CCC. Ciao.